Hi, I'm here to talk about my work as research assistant to Dr. Michael Corman on an institutional ethnography that explores the social organization of emergency medical services. So basically, we're interested in the process of becoming a medic and what shapes that process. So what kind of work goes into it and what forces is it coordinated by? For background, here in Canada, each level of paramedic training and the associated competencies are standardized through a document called the NOCP. Students acquire some competencies in class in sims or simulations, but most are acquired on the streets in practicum. Once certified, paramedics must pass licensing exams as well to enter practice. I analyzed 6 of about 40 ethnographic interviews and found that what students and instructors had to say about EMS education reveals that competency is sort of a performance. So borrowing some language from Judith Butler, I would say that competency is not a being, but a doing. So not so much something that someone is, but something that someone does. Paramedic students do competency in one way for in-class simulations, and that looks different from how they do competency on the streets, in practicum, or in licensing exams. These cross-contextual performances became clear to me as participants described a process of learning for class, unlearning on the streets, and then relearning for licensing exams. In this way, acts of competency involve demonstrating the right kinds of knowledge in the right settings. So negotiating between the school way, or standardized ways of knowing, or the streets way, more flexible, embodied, reality-oriented ways of knowing. On the streets, paramedics adapt standardized protocols to better suit the reality of providing care. And these so-called bad habits then get shelved in contexts where they must demonstrate competency the right way, the standardized way, where certification and licensing are at stake. So what does this say about how we prepare our paramedics, and how might training be adapted to better capture the realities of paramedicine? Thanks.